Hello students, in this lecture we look at the fundamental theorem of an cyclic group. Okay, so what is a statement of an fundamental theorem of an cyclic group? Here it should be splitted in the three parts. Okay, the first part is every subgroup of an cyclic group is cyclic. This theorem is already done in the DYBSc. Here already look at out this theorem. Every subgroup of an cyclic group is cyclic. Now first of all we look at the proof of this statement, then one by one we look at the each part of this statement and we can prove this afterward. Okay, so we first go through the first part of this theorem. So that the first part is, what is the first part? Every subgroup of an cyclic group is cyclic. Okay, so we know that what is a cyclic group, what is the definition of a cyclic group. We know that the cyclic group or the any group G. Now first of all look at here, if G is a cyclic group, it is generated by some element. Okay, for some element A belongs to that group G. Okay, as G is a cyclic group, it is generated by some element of that group G, and we have to prove that. Why? What we have to show? We have to show that if H is the any subgroup of an group G, then H is also generated by some element. What is we have to show? H is any subgroup of an group G, then H is an cyclic subgroup of an group G. That is, and what is a definition of a cyclic group? As we have to show that H is a cyclic, that is we have to show that H is generated by some element B such that B belongs to H. This is what we have to do. Okay, so now we write down the proof. Okay, so the proof is let what we have given, let G be a cyclic group generated by A. Okay, what we suppose that let G be a cyclic group generated by A, then G is equal to set generated by A. Now let H be a subgroup of group G. Now let consider H be the any subgroup of an group G. Now what we have to do? We have to show that H is an again a cyclic subgroup of an group G. Now let consider if H is equal to singleton identity. If we consider the trivial case, if H is equal to singleton identity or H is equal to G. Now look at here, as H is equal to singleton identity, it is generated by singleton identity, and set generated by singleton identity is nothing but the cyclic. Therefore H is cyclic. Or if H is equal to G, if H is equal to G, the G is always generated by A, therefore G is cyclic, therefore H is also cyclic. Okay, so if you consider H is equal to singleton identity or H is equal to G, then nothing to prove, it is itself is a cyclic group. Then H is a cyclic group. Then H is a cyclic group. Hence we assume H is a proper non-trivial subgroup of G. Therefore, as we consider H is equal to singleton identity and H is equal to G, these are nothing but the trivial subgroups of an group G. Therefore, for trivial subgroup, it is a cyclic group. Now we assume for the any non-trivial subgroup of an group G. Now, as G is equal to set generated by A. What is the definition of a set generated by A? Is equal to A raised to I for some I belongs to Z. Okay, note that if A raised to I belongs to H, as H is a subgroup, if A raised to I belongs to H, A raised to minus I is also belongs to H. Hence, there exists least positive integer, hence there exists least positive integer m such that b is equal to a raised to m belongs to h. Now as h is a subgroup, there exists a least positive integer m such that b is equal to some element b, this is of the form a raised to m, it also belongs to h. Now what we have to show, h is a cyclic, then we show that we claim h is nothing but set generated by that element b, that is equal to set generated by a raised to m. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to show that h is nothing but the set generated by, what we have to show now, h is nothing but the set generated by b is equal to a raised to m. Now let's consider a raised to I belongs to h. Now consider a raised to I with any element which is belongs to s, which is belongs to h. Okay, now what we have to show here, now we have to show that this element is also belongs to set generated by a raised to m, that is we have to show that a raised to I belongs to set generated by a raised to m. Now by division algorithm, how this power can be looks like, I is equal to mq plus r for where 0 less than or equal to r, which is strictly less than m. Okay, this is implies that this is by property of division algorithm. Now this implies that r is equal to I minus mq. Now take the basis as an a raised to r is equal to a raised to I minus mq, which is equal to a raised to r into a raised to minus of mq. Now we know that since this is belongs to h. Why this belongs to h? Since we know that a raised to I belongs to h. Since a raised to I belongs to h, and also a raised to m is belongs to h. A raised to m belongs to h. This is implies a raised to I into a raised to m into q. This element a raised to I minus of mq is also belongs to h. Okay, by this is implies a raised to r is belongs to h. This implies a raised to r is belongs to h. But which is contradiction to, for where we get an contradiction. But now look at here, we already written that there exists m is a least positive integer such that b is equal to a raised to m belongs to h. But here r is strictly less than m. Okay, r is strictly less than m, and we have done here a raised to r is belongs to h. Therefore, which is contradiction to the m is a least positive integer. M is a least positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. Therefore, here we get a contradiction. Now, since m is the positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. M is the least positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. We have r is equal to 0. Therefore, we put r is equal to 0. Okay. Why we put r is equal to 0? Because m is the least positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. But in that here we get a raised to r belongs to h, where r is strictly less than m. Therefore, this is not possible. Okay. Therefore, we put r is equal to 0. As we put r is equal to 0, this is implies, as we put r is equal to 0, this is implies, we know that r is equal to I minus mq. Okay, this gives, is we put r is equal to 0, we know that I is equal to mq plus r. Here we put r is equal to 0. This is implies that I is equal to mq. This is implies a raised to I. If we put a to the power I, a raised to I is equal to a raised to m, here a raised to m raised to q. But we know that a raised to m, what is a raised to m? This is element b raised to q. This implies a raised to I, this element is a raised to I, a raised to m This is equal to b raised to q. That is a raised to I belongs to set generated by a raised to m. This we have to prove. Okay. Therefore, for any element, a raised to I belongs to h, we have a raised to I belongs to set generated by a raised to m, which is nothing but where a raised to m is the element of an group H. That is, every element of an H is written in the form of which is belongs to set generated by a raised to m. Therefore, there exists an element a raised to m in the group H such that this every element of that group belongs to set generated by a raised to m. This is implies that H is equal to set generated by b is equal to set generated by the m. Therefore, this is proved. Thus, H is a cyclic subgroup. It is a cyclic subgroup of an group G. Therefore, it is a cyclic subgroup of an group G. Therefore, the first part of the theorem is here is proved. Now, in the next part, what we have to prove? Moreover, if order of set generated by A is equal to n, what is an order of set generated by A is n, then the order of any subgroup of set generated by A is a divisor of n. What we have to prove? Order of the any subgroup of set generated by A. If we look at the any subgroup of set generated by A, the order of that subgroup is a divisor of an n, where n is what is an n? N is the order of set generated by A. Okay. Now we will go to this proof. Part second. Suppose that we have given. Suppose that order of set generated by A, it is already given, is equal to n, and let H be a subgroup of set generated by A. Consider let H be a subgroup of set generated by A. Then what we have to show, and let's consider, we know that H is equal to set generated by A raised to n. In the above part, in the first part, we already show H is equal to set generated by A raised to m for some m. This is already done in the first part. Okay. Then what we have to show? We have to show that order of H must divides n. Okay. Now consider let A raised to m raised to n. Take a power as a to the A raised to m. Take a power as an n, which is equal to, this can be written as n inside bracket and m outside A raised to m. We know that this, since order of A is equal to n, this implies A raised to n is equal to identity. This is identity raised to m, which is equal to nothing but the identity. Therefore, here A raised to m to the power n is equal to identity. Therefore, by corollary, which corollary? If A raised to k is equal to identity, this is implies that order of A divides k. Okay. If A raised to k is equal to identity, order of A divides k. Here look at A raised to m to the power n is equal to identity. Therefore, this power, which power? Order of A. Order of A means order of A raised to m divides k. Here what is k? N. Okay. Therefore, in that case, this is implies that hence order of A raised to m divides n. Order of A raised to m divides n. Thus, order of H is equal to, as H is equal to set generated by A raised to m, order of H is equal to order of A raised to m divides n. This what we have to do. we have to show that for a subgroup H of the set generated by A, the order of that subgroup must divides the order of n set generated by what is that order is n. Therefore, we prove that order of H is equal to order of A to the power n, which divides n. Now look at the third part of this theorem. And for each positive divisor k of n, take any positive divisor k of n, the group set generated by A has exactly one subgroup of an order k. What we have to do in that part, for the any positive integer, if we look at the any integer k who divides n, the set generated by A has exactly one subgroup of that order. That is, for any positive integer k dividing n, this group has exactly one subgroup of that order k, and which is namely set generated by n divided by k, and this is of this form, set generated by n by k. Now we go through the proof. Let k be the divisor of n. Part third. Okay, let k be the divisor of n, then clearly consider let k be the divisor of n, then clearly what a raised to n divides k to the power k. Okay, a raised to n divides k to the power k. Here k get cancelled, which is equal to a raised to n, and we know that the order of a is n, therefore a raised to n is equal to identity. Therefore a raised to n raised to k is equal to n. Since k is a divisor of an n, this implies and a raised to n divides k to the power t is not equal to identity for any positive t less than k. Okay, as k divides n, and this happens, a raised to n divides k to the power k is equal to identity. Therefore, as n divided by k is a least positive integer, okay, such that whose kth power is equal to identity. Therefore, for any t less than k, this property doesn't hold. Okay, so set generated by a raised to n divides k has order k. As this happens, a raised to n divides k to the power k is equal to identity. Therefore, order of set generated by order of this element is nothing but the k. Okay, what we have to show? We have to show that set generated by n divides k is only subgroup of order k. What we have to show here, for the any positive integer k which is divisor of n, the group or the subgroup of that order is nothing but the unique, that is, which is the only subgroup of an order k. Therefore, for proving the uniqueness, we prove the we take the any other subgroup. Okay, therefore let H be a any other subgroup of order n to prove the uniqueness. Okay, if you consider the H is any other subgroup of an order m, then we have to show that this 2H and this subgroup is nothing but one and the same. Okay, now let's consider H be the any other subgroup of an order n. We have previously shown that H is equal to set generated by a raised to n. This is already happened in the first part, okay, where m is the least positive integer such that a raised to n belongs to H. H is equal to set generated by a raised to n. This already we have done in the first part, that subgroup of n cyclic group is n cyclic for the any least positive integer n where a raised to n belongs to H. Now apply the division algorithm by division algorithm. N is equal to mq plus r. Now apply the division algorithm for n and m. Since a is an we know that the order of a is n is equal to mq plus r for 0 less than or equal to r, which is less than n. Now take base as n. This implies take a base as a raised to n is equal to a raised to mq plus r, which is equal to a raised to mq into a raised to r. Okay, but we know that a raised to n order of a is n. This is nothing but the identity, which is equal to a raised to mq into a raised to r. Okay, now take a raised to r. That side. This implies a raised to r is equal to e into take a raised to mq, left hand side a into a raised to minus of mq, which is equal to, this can be written as a raised to m raised to minus of q. Here we take a raised to m in bracket and minus q outside. As we know that a raised to m, h is set generated by a raised to m. This belongs to h. Since h is equal to set generated by the a raised to m, therefore here the element a raised to r, which is belongs to h. But look at here, r is strictly less than m, and we've written here that m is a least positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. Okay, but r is less than m and a raised to r belongs to h. Therefore here we get a contradiction to the m is the least positive integer such that a raised to m belongs to h. Then obviously what happened? Then obviously r is identically 0. This implies thus r is identically 0. Therefore from first, what is first? From first, here give the numbering n is equal to mq plus r. Give the numbering here as in first. From first we get n is equal to mq. This is implies n divides m. Okay, therefore from first we get n divides m. So as k is equal to, what is k? K is nothing but the order of h. Order of h is equal to order of set generated by a raised to m, which is equal to, what is this? Is nothing but the n divides m. Since why this happens? Order of a raised to m is a divisor of n. Okay, we know that order of h is equal to k and order of a raised to m is equal to n divides m. This implies k is equal to n divides m, implies that if we take m there, that side m is equal to n divides k. Okay, this is equation second. Thus h is equal to, as we know that h is equal to set generated by the a raised to m, we know that here m is equal to n divides by k, which is equal to a raised to n divides k. This is from second. Therefore for the any subgroup h, which is equal to a raised to m, we have, which is nothing but the set generated by a raised to n to the power k. Therefore these two are nothing but the same subgroup. Hence the proof. Hence the proof. Okay. Here consider, let h is the any subgroup, sorry, here not a m. H is the any subgroup when order k. This is the whole proof of this theorem. Okay. Now in shortcut way I will explain to you what is given in the theorem. First part, every subgroup of an cyclic group is acyclic. Now first we consider what we are done. G is a cyclic subgroup. G is a cyclic group which is generated by A. Now let we consider the H is any subgroup. Then we have to show that H is identically a cyclic subgroup. Okay. Now if we consider H is an identity of G, if we consider H is equal to identity is itself generated by identity, therefore it is cyclic. And if we consider H is equal to G and G is generated by A, this is implies also and cyclic. Now we look at for the proper subgroup and non-trivial subgroup. These two are the trivial subgroups. Now we have to go through the non-trivial subgroup. Now let's consider as G is equal to set generated by what is our definition? A raised to I belongs to Z. As A raised to I belongs to H and H is a subgroup, A raised to minus I, its inverse also belongs to that set. Now consider there exists least positive integer m such that B is equal to A raised to M, which is belongs to H.